Jumping is a must.
Yeah.
He's the Alpha, the first. This is DJ Nicholas on the show. When you hear the trumpet or the flute, know it's a battle. Time to put your vehicle in a drive, ready to travel. Like Mary, you are going to use your foot, kick off shackle. When the war so easy on me body, and when it got
Monday. Good afternoon, welcome to the mailbox. It's the 17th of December 2025. We only have 2 weeks left before the year has ended. That's 14 days to go. Have you started your assessments, evaluations, New Year resolutions? If you do, so it is. Because we're talking about beating the when things are against you and the outcome unlikely favors you. What do you do? So beating the odds refer to overcoming significant challenges or achieving success despite low probabilities of success. The phrase beat the odds is an idiomatic expression that signifies triumphing over challenges or succeeding against all expectations. It implies that an individual has managed to achieve something that seemed highly unlikely or difficult. This expression is often used in various contexts, such as personal achievements, sports, and overcoming adversity. Examples of usage are what we're looking at now. Personal achievement, the spies is challenging upbringing. He beat and graduated at the top of his class. Yeah, that happened. Sports, everyone thought the team would lose, but they beat the odds, won the championship. I wonder if Excelsior will do that and beat Jamaica College. Health, he beat the odds by recovering from an illness that doctors thought was incurable. Yeah, when God say yes, then who can say no? Business, against all predictions, a small business beat the odds and flourished in a competitive market. And this is the program designed for men with guests who are men, hosted by men. And it's aired every Wednesday unless it's a holiday at 5:30 p.m. right here on Love 101, the family station. It's the mailbox. With me is my co-host. We have been doing this for the past 13 years. Tell them all about yourself, bro.
Hi, Courtney. Greetings, man on man from Moran Point in the Grill and overseas. You have been with us all this time. So, to all our listeners, thanks for making Love 101 your station of choice. We're talking about beating the odds, and what a relevant topic, having going through Hurricane Melissa, the trauma, the grief, and so many challenges. And in life, generally, just to be alive, there are challenging situations. So we're talking about beating the odds. Beating the odds means succeeding at something despite having a very low chance of success. Overcoming significant difficulties or challenges that made victory seem unlikely. It implies perseverance, determination, and achieving an improbable outcome. Often, when most people expected failure. Can you believe it? It is our final show for 2025, and we will talk with our special guest, Mr. Mark Bolton, who will share his journey from being a janitor. You heard me right. From being a janitor at Church Teachers College to a mathematics teacher at Newell High School in St. Elizabeth. Courtney, this is going to be interesting. Beating the odds.
Interesting. I wonder if as a janitor, he was calculating the square foot on each tile. But get more into it. We'll find out exactly what it's all about and how he moved from janitor to becoming a teacher of mathematics, a subject that so many people claim they don't like, but it's the easiest subject in the world. There's no subject like mathematics. 1 + 1 always equal 2. Simple as ABC almost, but the alphabet longer. Our guest this evening is Mr. Mark Bolton, mathematics teacher at Newell High School. And let me tell you a bit about him. Mark Bolton's journey began in Dunrobin, Manchester, where his early education unfolded at Dunrobin Basic School, followed by Mandeville Primary, and culminating in his matriculation to Christiana High School. After completing his secondary education, Mark engaged in various odd jobs, gaining diverse experiences before a pivotal moment in 2017. It was then that he interviewed for a cleaning position at Church Teachers College, a decision that would ultimately steer him towards an education and a career in education. During time at Church Teachers College, Bolton's colleagues and even lecturers, impressed by the number of subjects he had successfully attained in the CSEC examination, consistently encouraged him to pursue tertiary education. This encouragement, coupled with his own aspirations, led him to take a significant step in the summer of 2021. Despite initial uncertainties about funding his first tuition payment, Bolton registered and was accepted into a program at Church Teachers College. This decision marked a turning point, transforming him from someone working odd jobs to a dedicated student on the path to becoming a trained educator. Today, Mark Bolton stands as a trained educator, testament to his perseverance and the support he received along his educational and professional journey. His story highlights the impact of encouragement and the pursuit of higher education, even when faced with financial challenges. From his foundational years in Robin to his current role, Bolton's trajectory exemplifies a commitment to personal growth and the realization of his potential with the field of education. Let's welcome Mr. Mark Bolton, beating all the odds.
Welcome. Hey.
Everyone in the media and to the listeners.
Getting a little feedback there while we sort that out. But want to welcome you, Sir Bolton. Great to have you. And what a story. This seems to be a movie we're watching. From janitor to mathematics teacher. And although Courtney says it's an easy subject, I have been doing math for about 4 times now and still doing it. So welcome to the mailbox. So, man, remember, we want to hear from you. We're live on Facebook and YouTube at Love 101 FM Jamaica. Remember, you can leave your comments via our WhatsApp line at 876-997-3125 or call our studio lines 876-968-8327 or 876-968-8328. Also, we're on TikTok at Love 101 FM Jamaica.
Indeed. And so, ladies, I want to say, would you marry a man who does not have it all together? Would you marry a man who does not have it all together? You can participate in the program by leaving us a message via WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube. Hello to everyone on those social media platforms. Females, remember, no calls or voice notes are allowed. Would you marry a man that does not have it all together? That sounds like all man to me. But anyway, we'll find out what the responses are a little later on when we are getting the comments coming in. Sir Bolton, at this time, we normally give a shout out to all those, and we come 1, 2, 3. Yeah! And so we want to invite you, sir, to participate in this, what we call shout out. Bye. So if you're going to count to 3 and then shout Monday. 1, 2, 3. Monday.
Yeah. Monday. And gentlemen and ladies who are listening.
We seem to be having delays all.
Yeah. So we're having this special time, and before we head into the main discussion, it's now time for us to get into the segment that we dubbed Draft, where we preliminarily open the way to our main segment. So, Sir Mark, we want to ask you, do you think that we are more encouraging now as a society of males pursuing careers in education? Yes or no, yeah or nay, and then depending on your answer, what are the reasons? Do you think that we are more encouraging now as a society of males pursuing careers in education? Yes or no, and why or why not? Are you there, Sir Mark?
Yes.
Yeah, we're having a little technical challenge. So Mark, we're not hearing you. I wonder if there's anything we can do to try and sort that out. So could you try again? Let me see.
Yes.
Right.
Sir Bolton, if you could take the phone off speaker and put it to your ears and talk, it probably will help. Try that.
Are you hearing me now?
Not sure why the feedback, but we did hear you. And we're trusting that we will sort that out, Courtney. We're talking to Mark Bolton, from janitor to mathematics teacher, pursuing a career in education, and really want to know, how did this happen? I want to know his story, because so many persons believe that the difficulties they face is insurmountable. Sometimes others are looking down at them, criticizing, condemning, making them feel as if it's the end of the journey. And how did he find it? What helped him to persevere and to overcome what others might seem as a sure way to fail? He overcame many obstacles. So that's going to be an interesting conversation. And Courtney, we wanted him to tell us if he thinks society is now more encouraging to males. Why is it that our males are not pursuing careers in education? What are the challenges there? What are the solutions as well?
I guess we'll speak to it after the first break. We're close to our first break, but we just want to continue to express our sincere condolences to the Downer family. They buried the matriarch of the family today, Alice Maud Downer. Was held at the Webster's Memorial Chapel today. Kevin was there as well. 20 grandchildren did a magnificent piece. Professor Errol Witter, along with members of the Excelsior team and the principal. We take our first break. This is the Mailbox. I'm Pastor Court Morrison, sitting in with Kevin Bailey. Our guest for today, Mr. Mark Bolton. When we return, we hear more. It's now 6:15. We'll soon come back.
I am a man, yes.
The time by Grace Could Move is
5:45.
This Christmas, unwrap the best price and treat yourself to a new smartphone. Get the Samsung A07 for only $6,750 or the ZTE B70 for only $7,375. All with GCT included, plus a free gift and a prepaid 28-day plan. Switch to Flow and share every Christmas moment with limitless TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp, calls, and texts. Flow. This is Jamaica's network. Visit a Flow store today while stocks last. Conditions apply.
The Urban Development Corporation is pleased to announce that following the passage of Hurricane Melissa, several of our landmark attractions have officially reopened. The world-famous Duns River Falls and Park, Harmony Beach Park, Otrius Bay Beach, and Turtle River Park are once again ready to welcome families, communities, and visitors. In the spirit of national recovery, these spaces stand as symbols of Jamaica's strength, unity, and resilience. UDC remains committed to supporting our people and rebuilding stronger. UDC, building a stronger, more resilient Jamaica together.
We've seen a lot of our customers make some good moves over the years. Whether it's sharing a hug with a friend you haven't seen in a long time or sharing a meal, Grace has been there. So let's keep making these moments together, because rest assured, every time you choose Grace, you know you're making a good move.
Always a good move when you're moving with Grace.
Importers. Shipments requiring you to pay customs duties and taxes are cleared on a customs goods declaration known as an IM4 or IMS4. Ask your clearing agent to provide your customs declaration, customs assessment notice, and customs receipt once duties and taxes are paid. Where your clearing agent may not be able to provide the IM4 or IMS4, request your customs goods declaration registration number or C number, which can be used to verify your payments. Importers, request your IM4, IMS4, or C number. It is your right. For details, email the Jamaica Customs Agency at public.relations@jca.gov.jm. Jamaica Customs, keeping our customers in focus.
I am a man, I am a man, I am a man, yes. Strong man, integrity man, I am a man. I am a man, I am.
Welcome back. This is the Mailbox, here every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. on your favorite gospel station, Love 101 FM. Courtney and Kevin in the place, and our very special guest, Mr. Mark Bolton, mathematics teacher. But let me tell you, it wasn't always like this. And he's rising from a time he was janitor. Now he's a mathematics teacher. So before the break, we want to ask Sir Mark, do you think that we are more encouraging now as a society of males pursuing careers in education? Sir Mark, yes or no, and then give us your reasons.
Yes. Well, based on what I'm seeing, there are a lot more males coming in the teaching profession to try to be a role model and to also educate the wider society.
Okay, great. So that's encouraging to know, especially from your perspective. So, we want the audience or listeners to get a little more in-depth knowledge of who you are, where you're coming from. What was your experience like when growing up in Manchester? Talk to us a little bit about your early childhood experiences.
Well, early childhood, as I said, I grew up in Dunraven for most of my life. My father passed off a couple years ago, but my mother, I have a brother and I have a sister also. So my mother is a Christian, my father wasn't, but we still had to go to church, and we grew up in a Christian home, basically. So that played a major part in terms of the person who I am today. That upbringing, just to be the person that I am, that has a lot. It revolves around all of that.
Okay. So you know, we're not. Go ahead, Courtney.
Was a big, you know, you started out that Dunrobin primary, I believe it said, in Mandeville. How was it at school? Going through school, what challenges did you face? Yeah, Dunrobin Basic, yes. How was it growing up? What was the family like? How many of you were around? Tell us a bit more about Dad and Mom.
Oh, well, Dad and Mom played a pivotal role. They are good persons, you know. They are very kind, they are very loving, you know. They were very strict at times when needed, you know. You know, they teach you the values and everything that you need to know to carry you forward in life, to treat others with respect, to show respect to others also in order to gain respect from others. So that played a pivotal role. But to know, going to school, then they would always ensure that you go to school, no matter what their circumstances may be. You know, if my father doesn't have the money, then, you know, my mother would always pitch in and help out with that. So it was relatively a good, had a good childhood.
Thank you. What did you want to become? Did you have an idea of the career you wanted to pursue as a little boy?
Yes. I love cars, still do.
Yeah.
I wanted to be an automotive technician. I did that. I'm a level 2 in heart. I just never pursued it fully. You know, I ventured into other avenues, but still love cars to this day.
So you're driving other vehicles there through your mathematics, etc.
Yes.
So tell us a bit more. You had these aspirations. What happened? What motivated you? What challenges occurred after that? We saw where you eventually came to a place where you applied to be a monitor at a school. Tell us the transition between.
Yeah, I think you wanted
you applied for a job eventually. Yes. Tell us a bit more about it. You left basic school. You went on to further studies. I'm thinking what challenges you faced caused you to end up now pursuing a job and ending up applying to be a cleaner. Let us hear that part of the story.
Well, after leaving school, my father did body work. So he had a friend that he said that I could go there and do some work. So I was there for a while, learning the trade and stuff like that. And after a while, I kind of it's like I lost interest in the work. So all right, I'm going to move on to something else. I had this friend, Mr. Ellis. He was a technician at Flow. Still is a technician at Flow now. I asked him if I could come and learn what is the cable side of work, the technician side. He said yes. I went there, started working with him. Was with him for a while also. That was a good experience. Teaches you customer service and how to deal with customers, the good, the bad, the ugly side of it. So that was a good thing also. After which I pursued something else. I had a friend also who was doing some alarm systems. So I was pretty much interested in something of that line at the time. So I was like, all right, I'm going to pursue this. Was there learning But then I saw the ads for Church Teachers College in 2017 where they wanted somebody, a male for the position. So I did apply, drop off my application. Then I got a call for the interview, went for the interview, and they said that they will come back, and once they come back, the rest is history, basically.
So,
Yeah. And I did get the job from there.
Right. Yeah. Tell us a little bit, because I know persons listening. How did you end up being a janitor? What was that work like? And how did you feel people were looking down at you? And why is it that you were able to still envision something better for yourself? Yeah, talk to us.
See, myself as a cleaner was new. You would do it at your home, but to do it out in the public, it's kind of made you feel down a bit. You tend to want to say that people look down on you. And at that time I was young, so it wasn't normal to see young persons doing that kind of job also. But realizing that, I remember when I was doing the interview, they asked if I really wanted the job, and I said yes, because they said that I was overqualified in a sense, because I had subjects, I had my hard certification in automotive technology and stuff like that. But I was like, no, I wanted a job, and they asked the question if getting the job will I pursue college here. I said yes. So seeing that I said yes, I know that I convinced them, so they gave me the job. So I remember the first day I came here, I was like kind of shy because I didn't want nobody to see me doing the job, basically.
Right.
But, after a while, you gain the confidence to say that, hey, you're just going to do this, and then see where it goes from there. You have to gain that confidence to. Once people started seeing you doing it, that means that you're growing confidence. You're not afraid to work with a bucket with mop or the broom or anything of that sort. So you have to be.
Was it, Mark? Was it just that fact that the job helped to pay the bills, and so you decided to choose it?
Well, yes.
I said you build confidence further on.
Yes.
So it filled a gap, and so you were here. We want to hear more now. How you moved from being a janitor to the maths teacher at Newell.
I didn't hear the last part about Newell.
They're just. I said we want to hear a bit more now about how you moved from being a janitor, transitioned into becoming a maths teacher at the Newell High School. Tell us what happened.
Well,
I'm asking the question to ask you to remember, because guess what happened? Just before you answer, Mark, we have to stick a pin. We're up on our second break, and we want to ensure, just remember the question. We want to hear how you transitioned into becoming a maths teacher from a janitor. So we're going to take a second break. This is Mailbox. I'm Courtney Morrison, along with Kevin Bailey, our guest today, Mr. Mark Bolton. We're talking about beating the odds. And indeed, we want to hear how he did and moved from janitor to maths teacher. And come right back after break and we. Oh, yes.
I am a man, yes. Strong man. Integrity man. I am a man. Man. I am a man. I am a man, yes.
I'm Itana, and human trafficking is everybody's business. Call 1-888-PROTECT to report suspected cases of child trafficking.
The time by the Ministry of National Security is
6 o'clock.
You can see the face, but not the heart. those who want to do you wrong. So many times.
Bless up. This is Christopher Martin. Human trafficking is a crime. Let's unite to end human trafficking. Be wise, open your eyes. Spot them, stop them, and report them.
A message from the Ministry of National Security.
Tune in to Love 101 FM with Darren Mitchell from 12 noon to 2 p.m. as we broadcast live from Megamart Mandeville, Friday, December 19. Darren Mitchell plus Megamart equal a festive customer appreciation celebration. Join us at Megamart Mandeville for the customer appreciation festivities, samplings, entertainment, and more. Mega with Megamart. Don't miss the Megamart Mandeville Customer Appreciation Outside broadcast. Be part of the mega broadcast with me, Darren Mitchell, Friday, December 19, 2025 at Megamart Mandeville from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Megamart, best value by far.
I am a man, I am a man, I am a man, yes. Strong man, integrity man, I am a man.
Welcome back. This is the Mailbox, aired every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. on your favorite station, Love 101 FM. Courtney and Kevin here, our very special guest, Mr. Mark Bolton. Before we took the break, Courtney was asking, how did you do this transition? Because you are using the mop, the bucket, you're cleaning, you're all of that, and now you are going into the class with fellow students. They are seeing you as the janitor, and then you are making the switch to sit beside them in class. How you make that transition to trying to do and focus on your education, keeping your goals alive? What did you have to do to make that kind of switch and still pursue, Sir Bolton?
Well, for me, I had good friends around me. You know, once you have good friends around you through college, then it kind of helps you to go along. I remember sometimes when I wanted to give up, friends around me that I could really call upon, and they would always encourage me to, hey, just hold steadfast, because you know it's never an easy road, but you know sometimes you have to have those people around you to guide you along the way to say, hey, this is what you have to do this. You know, reach out. I had, because I have the work, being here, being at Church Teachers College, I had known a lot of persons, so I had a lot of networking. So I would always help. If I'm struggling with something, I would reach out to persons and try to, ask for help or stuff. Ask for help, basically. So it won't be that hard on me to gain a different insight on how I can go about doing something or doing my coursework. But it was one of the challenges that it was very challenging to do that, working, as I work during the day, go to classes during the evening. So it was very tiring. You know, sometime after finishing my work and then going to school, I was very tired. You know, you tend to want to sleep in class, things of like that. It was very challenging.
You know, Mark, thank you very much for that.
Yes.
One of the things I seem to hear you saying is that when we're talking about beating the odds, Kevin, support helps, to have friends that were able to draw alongside you, to encourage you, to give you the support. It seems to be important. So here you have your friends, and you're working in the days and going to school even you're tired. How you manage? Tell us, because that part I know nobody can help you with that part in terms of sleep and get up back in the morning, and unless you had someone to help you. How does one persevere?
Well, persevere.
How you manage that part there?
Well, that part was the difficult part, out of all of it there. The perseverance and to get the hours of sleep that you needed. You know, sometimes I just, as I finish work, sometimes I will just go to class. After class, I will just go straight to my bed because I can't keep up. I have coursework due, and I have to get up back early in the morning to go back to work. So it was kind of difficult. Sometimes you just have to make the sacrifice in order for you to achieve what you want. So I had to just make the sacrifice. You know, I had to pray. So I pray a lot. I had to pray a lot to, you know, beg God for perseverance, for strength to carry me through, really and truly.
Wow. Tell us, Mark, because some people, when they find themselves in a situation where other people looking down at them, they feel small. They feel that maybe they're stuck there. Why you didn't just maintain and just stay being a janitor and say that is your lot in life? What motivated you to want to change that position and put in all of this hard work? And yeah, what was the motivation for you?
You know, the motivation comes from hearing other person's story, because not just my story, but being a janitor here, I would have made friends over the years. So I would have sit down with a lot of persons, talk to them, and you'd have heard their background, where they're coming from, the struggles that they are going through, and how they are here pursuing their degree, and the challenges that they are still facing while pursuing it. So I was like, all right. But that was one of the hurdles for me also, because from the moment I started working here, I wanted to pursue my college degree, but it's always the funding that is the problem. So I was like, all right, next year I'm going to work at that and try to fund that. It continued for about 4 years, and I was like, no. I remember one summer, that summer in 2021, I was at the gym with some of my friends, and we were talking, and they were saying that, hey, Mark, you need to register this semester for college. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, I can register, but I don't have the funding. They were like, no, you have to. Once you register, that means that you show your intention of starting college. So I did just that. I registered for college without even knowing where the funding would have come from.
Oh.
So that's just where it begins. And from a registered, paying my miscellaneous fees, and still didn't know how I was going to pay for the college tuition, but you know, I was there wondering how, when, before the semester finished, because you need to do exam before at the end of the semester, the first semester. So it was one of the challenges, but I sat down one day and I was like, all right, I'm going to use student loan. I didn't want to use student loan at first, but I was like, all right, I'm going to use it. Started looking persons to see who could co-sign it to be the guarantor for me. Mm-hmm. I went to my sister, she'd signed for somebody else. Went to somebody else, they said that they signed for somebody else already also. So I was like, I was in a bit of a jam. Mm-hmm. I didn't know who else to turn to. I remember that I spoke to my brother about it, and he was like, why don't you ask one of my uncle? I have uncle. Speak to my uncle wife and ask if she could do it. Mm-hmm. I was kind of nervous at first because, you know, not many persons were willing to do that.
Yeah.
And I did call her and I asked her to say that I'm ready to set up school, but I need somebody to be a guarantor for me. She was willing to do it for me, seeing that I was pursuing a higher education.
Wow. Wow. So you're well on your way. Get a guarantor.
Awesome story. If you're just joining us.
Yes, Courtney.
This Wi-Fi delay thing not working out, Kev.
Yeah, so it goes.
But I just wanted persons to know, if you're just joining in, we're talking to Mr. Mark Bolton. used to be a janitor, but decided to pursue tertiary education and is now a teacher at the Newell High School, mathematics teacher to be exact. I was making up point how easy it is at 3, but mathematics doesn't necessarily come easy, much less teaching it. And this is where and how he has pursued it. Fantastic story, Mark, you know, because sometimes we have to kill a shame tree. Them say, I put pride aside in asking persons to help. But it sounded as if the help eventually came through. Tell us a bit now, after this uncle and this, and you received the funds, or did you receive the funds? Next step, you're in school. How you found that part? You know, how was the learning going? Tell us what
it was kind of interesting. In that I would have
to do this thing.
left school a couple years ago. So you would have had the younger persons who would have just left school, so they would have had fresh out of high school. They would have had more hands-on. So that was kind of the hard part. But I had some good classmates, you know, rally around each other. We help each other. Seeing that I worked here, I networked with the persons that were doing maths also. So whenever I had a problem, I could reach out to them and ask for help in terms of any maths problem that I had or any coursework problem that I had, and to see and to move on from there. So it was one of the ups and downs. It was an up and down through college.
Oh. And yet you persevered. Can you tell us why you chose maths, that you're now teaching maths, when for a lot of people it's a difficult subject? And is it your experience that it's hard for boys to grasp this subject? Your thoughts on it?
It's kind of hard sometimes for boys to grasp it, but they do in most cases. For me, I realized that I could do maths from in high school, to a certain to the extent of where I can teach it now. So it was when I was applying, there was a lot of subject areas that I could have chose. But seeing that I go to classes during the evenings, there wasn't a lot of subject areas to choose from during the evening hours. But what I realized that I was just going to focus on maths, because that was the one that I know that I could do.
Okay, and share with those who are listening then, we're having challenges with their sons doing maths. What are 2 or 3 principles or strategies or things that you would say to parents who are tearing their hair out, grandmas, fathers, because the son not really tuning into maths? What kind of advice would you give them?
It just depends on the learning style of the child, or you know, you can use pictures, videos, you can use YouTube videos to really grasp what they want to come across. There are a lot of videos out there that you can use. You can also do that's 1. 2, you could use charts, you know, to bring across the what you want to get them to understand. And also you could use real life situations to really help with that. You could use some of the TikTokers' names to really help them to understand what you're saying, because they would know those names, so they would automatically understand what you're saying.
All right. Well, thank you. We're going to catch you again. We take our final break. This is Courtney, Kevin, and our very special guest, Mark Bolton. We go to the studio, then we'll be right back after this.
Pretty man, I am a man. Hey man. I am a man, I am a man, I am a man, yes. Strong man, integrity man. Done, triple reach king in power. Each bone lasts longer. Done, triple reach king in power. Use scrub, less often done. Triple reach king in power.
Find it at a great price in your favorite store or supermarket. Formula with 3 grease cleaning agents versus another dishwashing soap of similar price.
I am a man, I am a man, I am a man, yes. Strong man, integrity man, I am a man.
Welcome back to the program, The Mailbox. I'm Courtney Morrison along with Kevin Bailey, our special guest, Mr. Mark Bolton, who beat the odds. Yes, I want to celebrate, anybody who beat the odds and move from a place where it was unlikely that they would proceed to a place of success. That must be celebrated. Perseverance, resilience, and overcoming those odds are always something to celebrate. Before we went for the break, though, Kevin, you were asking a question of Mark. I'm not sure if you had gotten a chance to get it answered. My Wi-Fi giving me a warm time. So what was it answered? I'm trying to figure out.
Yes, I believe so. But now that I want to ask him another one, just to yes, tell us, Mark, looking back now, because now that you're at this place where you have moved so far along the continuum in your career, looking at yourself, if you were an 11-year-old, what would you say to your 11-year-old self now that you are an adult and teacher in mathematics? Sir Mark, are you there?
Yes, you hear me?
No, sorry, we didn't hear. Can you start over for us?
Okay, I hear the question. Well, I guess to focus more in school. I guess to focus more in school and just to be attentive to what you want and to surround yourself with persons that can help to motivate you, to help you to attain your goals. So that is very critical.
Thank you for that. Just to let our listeners know, we're having a conversation with Mr. Mark Bolton, and he is coming from being a janitor. Now he is teaching mathematics and doing some amazing things. Generally, we're having some challenges. Our boys not doing so well compared to the females. Any idea as how to motivate boys to achieve so that they avoid the pathway of criminality, of dropping out? What are your thoughts generally when you look at the landscape? How do we motivate our boys to men to do better, to achieve their goals? Your thoughts on that, Sir Mark?
Well, to motivate these young men, you have to be a positive role model to them at first. You have to be someone that they can look up to, someone who they can talk to about anything, and someone who you have to be that kind of person for them. Also, you have to understand or can go down to their level so that they can understand what they are saying and how you can communicate back to them, because that is very critical also in terms of how you speak back to them. You have to break it down to their level so that they can understand what life entails and how you can achieve things, how you can achieve through being educated and contributing positively to society.
Very amazing story. As we talk to Mark Bolton, moving from janitor to educating person in the field of mathematics at the Newell High School. We're seeing comments from persons on our social media platform. I saw a young lady say, "You make me so proud. I wish we could bring that one back up." I wonder, Kevin and Courtney, can I get the number for Mr. Bolton, please? If that's able to be shared, Mr. Bolton, we have someone on social media who would want you to share your number. There you go. Genevieve Williams, 8038, says, so proud of you. She's just happy to know where you are at. Mark David Jabez, 2018, says, Monday. Yeah, man, we're there for you. Mark, you know, we're coming closer to completing the program. Indeed, you act as an inspiration to many who are listening. I don't know if you recognize that, and we don't want you to feel it's a burden. But indeed, I would like for you to continue to inspire someone who is listening. I heard you talking a bit just a while ago, surrounding yourself with those who can encourage you. Press in a little more. Tell somebody you can do it. You know, tell somebody that, hey, no matter what it looks like, that nobody. I don't want to tell you what to say. I just want you to just get out there, get on, and just say to somebody, hey, especially our boys to men or men to boys, you know, we want to hear you say it even more. Reinforce it, please. Just go ahead.
Yes. I would encourage anybody to just hold the head up high, you know. Don't be daunted by other persons looking down at you. It might be, the journey might be long, but at the end of that journey, you will be somebody good, you'll be a role model to others. Persons will look up to you because of how you would achieve it and how you did it. Also, always put God first in terms of anything that you are going to do. You know, pray about it. Ask God to show you the way how you can go about it. You know, sometimes He will put that person in your life or in your path to guide you along the way that you need to go. You know, that you need to go and to how you can stay focused. And the persons that can help to motivate you to carry you forward. So, you know, don't watch. It might be that you don't go to college at the same time, because what happened to me is that what motivated me was that seeing old persons of age coming to school still. And being that I was working here, and I was like, all right, if these persons are going to college, that means I can I can do it also. So, you know, it might take 5 years, might take 10 years from you to go to college, but always stay focused on that you can go to college and you will come out to be something. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be college, but anything that you're doing, you can be successful at it.
Wow. Thank you so much. Camille Bailey here says, I'm proud of you, Mr. Mark, but I would like you to let the young boys especially know that he had a good start in school. And don't know, persons are asking how to get in touch with you. Sometimes they would like probably to talk to you further. Is that something that you're able to share? And as we kind of wrap up, what keeps you in the teaching profession? When some people say you don't get enough money, other men are attracted to quick money, get rich quick, etc. What is it that keeps you in teaching and the profession? Yes.
Yeah, what keeps me in the profession is just seeing the students on a daily basis. You know, seeing them smile, you know, sometimes you go in there, you just have a conversation with them just to help to motivate them, to show them what life consists of and what you have to achieve in order to reach where you want to go. So, you know, it's just to see them smile, to see them want to pursue something, and to also motivate them. I always tell them that I wasn't a teacher before, but I was a janitor. So being here now, you can also move from where I was to where I am and even do better than that. So you always have to go to the higher heights, you know.
Great. Marjo Mondo says, I have a son who needs help. This is a story of hope. I now know that my son has hope.
Indeed. And listening into your story give hope. We're seeing here, we're December 20. It is Love Restores. Indeed, Season of Splendor 2025. Lubert Levy, Petra K, Minister Dwight Positive, Campbell, Jai Jackson, Kingston, Rhoda Isabella. This is on Saturday, December 2025, Emancipation Park, put on by Love 101 FM. The admission is free. Bring your donations in cash or kind. My best friend, I'm super proud of you. You're not only my batchmate, but my best friend for life. Jasmine Hilton, 1194. Best friend for life. Wow. That's interesting. You want to comment on Jasmine's post?
Well, yes, that's one of my batchmates, one of my best friends through college, you know. One that helped me through college, one of many persons that helped me through college. So, you know, she's one of the ones that helped me to go through college and still helping me even after college, you know. So.
Your final thought as we close the show, Mark. Anything you want to say, especially, you know, going through post Melissa, people going through challenging times, difficulties, and others, the janitors listening, other persons that want to know if they can make it. Any final word you want to say to our boys?
Through Melissa, after Melissa, I want to encourage everybody just to pray, seek God, stay motivated, stay strong. You know, it's kind of hard to start over, but we have to start over. We are a resilient country. We are resilient persons. Just hold on. You know, it's not an easy road ahead, but life goes on, and we have to go on and move on, and just continue being the person that you are. It's Christmas now. You know, it's a time that we spend with our families. But what I would encourage everybody to do is just, even if it's just a little bit, to share with others. If others don't have to share, it's that time of year where we spend time with our family. But share with others, and, you know, continue to uplift one another in this time as we continue to rebuild the country.
Thank you so much, Faith, bigging you up as well. So thanks so much. Thanks to Jermaine Johnson, our hardworking producer. Can you imagine this is the last show for 2025 for us? Thanks to Nico Angus for technical support. Thanks to you, Sir Mark Bolton. I'm really proud of you. We end the show with this quote: every successful
Every successful person in life begins by pursuing a passion, usually against all odds. Robert Kiyosaki. I'm sure he's Japanese. And so that's it for us this evening. That's it for our show for the week and for the year of 2025. So catch you next year on Wednesday, January 7, 2025. 2026. It's January 7th, 2026. Yes, same place, same time inside the mailbox. See you next year. Happy holidays to everyone. Merry and a holy Christmas. Monday. Blessings.
Hey, man! I am a man, yes. Strong man, integrity man. I am a man.
Here to the Family Radio broadcasting from Kingston, Jamaica. Love 101 FM. The time is now 6:30 p.m. and therefore it's that time of day.